Hey Collective, welcome back. I hope you're having a good day today, and I hope everybody who celebrated had a good holiday. So, if you've ever felt like some invisible force is out to wreck your peace, your relationships, or your destiny, you're not imagining things, and you're definitely not powerless. You may be under attack by what some charismatic and spiritual traditions call monitoring spirits. So what exactly are you fighting? Imagine a rival sports team sending a scout to watch all your practices. The scout's job is simple and sinister: to watch, to track, and to report back. In many spiritual belief systems, monitoring spirits are like those spiritual scouts. They gather intel on your weaknesses, your dreams, and your relationships. Their ultimate goal? To use what they learn to throw up roadblocks, create chaos, and derail your destiny. So, how do you know if you're a target? The signs are often brushed off as bad luck, but when it's a pattern, it might be something more. One of the most common signs is a sudden, unexplainable series of setbacks. It's like trying to climb a ladder, but an invisible hand keeps greasing the rungs just before you step on them. You finally land a great job interview, but your car mysteriously breaks down on the way. You manage to save a good chunk of money, only for a bunch of bizarre, unexpected bills to wipe it all out. You meet someone amazing, someone who could really elevate you, power couple vibes, only to have it all suddenly turn weird. Because their friends, who they've known forever, don't think you're a good match, and don't want to see that person elevate above them. So they covertly make you seem like something you're not, to make this person walk away from you. These aren't random events. They're calculated attacks meant to keep you feeling defeated. The moment you realize you're in a spiritual battle is the moment you can start winning it. The biggest lie the enemy can tell you is that you're helpless. The truth is, you've been given divine authority. Think of it like being deputized by a sheriff. Suddenly, you're not just an ordinary citizen. You have the legal right to enforce the law. My journey out of that darkness started when I remembered I'm nobody's victim. And I began learning about the spiritual weapons used for centuries. To get these spirits out of your life for good, you have to fight on two fronts. Think of it like defending a castle. You have to secure the outer walls, or your environment. But you also have to arm the soldiers inside, your spirit. One without the other is a losing strategy. The first front is your physical space. Your home should be your sanctuary. And you must make it an environment where these negative forces can't stick around. The second is your inner world, your mind, your spirit, and your voice. The enemy's whispers only work if you listen. You have to learn to fortify your mind and use your voice to cancel their assignment. This isn't a one-and-done fix. It's a lifestyle of being spiritually aware. It's about learning to use the power you've already been given. Now, let's walk through some of the steps I took to cleanse my home, strengthen my spirit, and get back to peaceful and a happy life. First up, spiritual hygiene is just as real as physical cleanliness. You wash your ass every day, don't you? Well, at least I hope you do. A well-known cleansing practice from indigenous American traditions is smudging, which involves burning sacred herbs like sage, bay leaves, juniper, rue, sweetgrass, or yerba santa. Or you can burn palo santo, but it has a different effect. I grow my own herbs, but you can buy these at any local store, grow your own, or the internet exists. Just be careful where you get your herbs from. Make sure they're a reputable source, and they're not old. Think of it like spiritual pest control. For centuries, various cultures have believed the smoke attaches to negative energy and spirits, clearing them out as it dissipates. You should walk through every room. I like to start at the back of the house and work my way to the front. With the burning herbs in your dominant hand, paying attention to corners and doorways, while declaring all negativity has to go. I think what you say is extremely important and extremely personal to each individual. But the authority and the intent behind it is just as important and what really matters. Say that shit like you mean it, because you do. I also like to open windows and doors afterwards to let that negative energy attached to the smoke out of my house and out of my life. Also, a red flag. Anyone who says they don't like the smell or doesn't want you burning that in the house, not a good sign. I mean, think about it. If they are that offended by the smell, why is that? Just saying. Another powerful tool is salt, which has been used for millennia as a spiritual purifier. In many European folk traditions, salt was used to drive away evil. You can sprinkle sea salt, or my personal favorite is black salt, across the thresholds of your doors and on your windowsills. As you do, imagine you're drawing a spiritual property line, an invisible fence that no trespasser is permitted to cross. Next up is the practice of anointing with oil, which has deep biblical roots. I make my own, and I'll insert a clip here, but there are plenty that you can buy on the internet. I use a carrier oil and frankincense, myrrh, cedarwood, clove oil. Those are all really strong essential oils that are good for clearing and cleansing. But I just take a few drops of each, mix them together, and then I use that, and I go around on every door frame and every window frame. Using a bit of that oil, you can make a small cross on your doors and your windows. Think of it like putting an official seal on an envelope. As you do, you're marking your home as consecrated, essentially stamping return to sender on anything trying to get in. Now, like I said, what you say is very personal to each individual, so I'm not going to tell you exactly what I say. But you can say something like, I seal this home in the name of whoever you believe in. Only peace, love, and light can enter here. I do this every time I move into a new space, through every room, through every doorway, and every window. It's good to do this because you don't know what was there before you. And it's good to do this to keep anything from coming in, now that you're there. Okay, now that your space is cleansed, the real work is done inside you. You have to fortify your voice and fortify your mind. Treat your mind like the main gate to a fortress, and you are the guard on duty. When feelings of suspicion, fear, or doubt arrive at the gate, you don't just let them in, you challenge them. If it's a thought that leads to despair or negativity, or it comes out of nowhere causing anxiety, deny it entry, and replace it with calm, peaceful thoughts. Say something like, I'm fine. I'm going to make sure I stay fine. And Spirit's got my back. So I'm not alone. Trust that. Believe that. And it will be so. Your second most powerful weapon is your voice. Words hold power. Faith and hope are extremely powerful tools that no one can take away from you. Do your best to stay optimistic and positive to yourself and with others. Praying acts as a divine court order that overrules and cancels any evil's mission. You can say a prayer of banishment or whatever you feel comfortable saying. It's also smart to be wise about what you share. Be mindful of who you tell your big dreams to or what you're trying to manifest. Sometimes the people closest to you can be used as channels for spiritual surveillance without them even knowing it. When I think back on some of the crazy, weird experiences I had with my ex, the stories I could tell you. Once, I went to bed early to doom scroll, as you do. And a while later, he opened the door and he just stared in for a while, didn't say anything. I don't know if he thought I was asleep or what, but I wasn't. Then he walked over to my nightstand, started fidgeting with picture frames and muttering some gibberish that I couldn't understand. And then when I finally looked over and said, "What the hell are you doing?" He turned, he looked at me, stared for a while, and then he turned around and he walked out. The next day, he had no recollection of even doing it. freaked me the fuck out. I swear, it was like someone else was operating his vessel. It was like someone driving an RC car, like he was being controlled by a remote. Very, very weird. So friends, a crucial piece of wisdom: don't always brush things off as just something that's weird. Pay attention. Make a note. Mark it down. Write it in your dream diary. Whatever. While these spiritual battles are real, persistent anxiety and paranoia can have deep psychological roots. Seeking help from a professional counselor or a practitioner isn't a lack of faith. It's an act of wisdom. True healing often means addressing the spiritual, emotional, and psychological all together. Your peace is worth fighting for, and your destiny is worth defending. You aren't a victim. You're a victor. Start living like it. If this message has empowered you, or you gained something from it, please like and subscribe, or share it with someone else who needs it. And until next time, friends, keep healing. See ya.